Now we're going to go over the OSI model, which is a core concept of networking. We're going to look at actual network types, which means how computers actually communicate to each other over some type of channel, whether it be Ethernet and copper, or it's wireless and radio frequencies. And then we'll look at physical topologies, which is how devices and computers are actually physically put together on a network. So the OSI model, a lot of people have heard of it. They memorize like layer 3, that's networking, or they'll memorize a data link that's layer 2. But I have found that a lot of people actually don't know really what the OSI model is, what it's for. And I think it's pretty important because not only is it the network stack that your computer uses for communication over any type of network, but this is where a lot of attacks take place. There could be attacks at different levels, and you wouldn't know what type of safeguard to put in place if you don't know which actual protocol is under attack. So the OSI model itself is a modular approach to building a network stack. So we have different layers that we're going to go through, and it's modular, meaning that different vendors can actually build their own protocols or their own communication in a specific layer. So you can have one layer and have 5 different vendors' communication protocols, and they're written by standards, and we'll go a little bit more into that, but standards, which means that as long as the vendor's protocol can communicate to what's below it and above it, then they can work together. So it's a modular approach where you could take out protocols, you could put in new protocols, and it doesn't negatively affect how the computer is going to communicate. So there are 7 different layers to the OSI model, and we're going to go through each one of them, what type of functionality takes place, and if you don't know these by heart, you do need to know them. Application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, physical. And there's different ways to memorize them if you don't already have them burned into your brain. And one of them is all people seem to need data processing. So A, all is application, P, people is presentation, etc. So there's other ways of memorization for all of these layers, but you'll need to know not only what the layers are, but what number. So physical starts is 1. Application is 7. So you'll need to know if something's saying layer 2, what that actually means, and you'll need to know how it's actually structured.